Hey there everyone, welcome. It's not that often that I get to do two Soapbox videos back to back within the span of 24 hours. But as you can probably be expected with the announcement that was just been made over what is officially in the Beatles Anthology reissue that's coming in later on this year, you can tell some fans, including myself, were not happy about it for various reasons. To go into more detail about this, let's take a trip back to the desk and we'll talk about it some more. So, like I kind of figured from the beginning here, the announcement about the Beatles Anthology was being reissued. First reissue is going to be happening, a reissue for the book, for the CD series, and for the documentary series. Let's break this down piece by piece here. First off, no big surprise, the book for its 25th anniversary reissue. Nothing really much new is being added in here as far as new material, because everything that's in the book is pretty much in there. The only additions I think that could be in there, possibly, although I don't see why they would be in there, maybe there'd be a foreword from Yoko Ono, maybe one by Olivia Harrison, from either of them to give their thoughts and inputs about the experience about with knowing their husbands and how much the anthology means to so many people throughout the world. They may talk about that. But anyway, that's just for the book. The CD set. This apparently has been getting a lot of people up in arms because apparently it's not as diverse of a deep dive into the outtakes and past tracks as fans were hoping for. And to me, this is a bit of a surprise because I was unaware that there was so much of a dispute over these past tracks. I mean, apparently of the few songs that are going to be on there, first off, there is a new 2025 remix of both Free as a Bird and Real Love that is in this fourth volume set, along with, of course, Now and Then, using the new technology that was used in Now and Then. We talked about this in the last video, that this was going to be happening, and I've listened to them on recently on YouTube. They sound so much clearer and so much distinctive. I have yet to have heard the version of Real Love. I have heard the Free as a Bird one, and it is very distinctive. I think some of George's lines got swapped. I'm not sure if this is either the 2015 mix or past mix or whatever, but it is a little bit different. But despite that, I mean, it's still a good song. And as far as that's what's on the positive here. What's on the negative is only about 13 outtakes that are brand new, that no one has heard before. The remaining 20 plus outtakes are stuff that fans have heard before from the past reissues of albums, special edition and deluxe edition, releases of Revolver, Sgt. Pepper, the White Album, Abbey Road, Let It Be. All those versions of those deluxe editions that had the bonus stuff on there were included in this volume 4. What's even more outrageous is the fact that you're not going to be able to get volume 4 as a single separate one-off release. It's along with the remastered volumes of 1, 2, and 3 are going to be available in a joint box set. Meaning, if you want to get the volume 4, you got to rebuy 1, 2, and 3 again. Which again, this is pissing off. It's pissing off a lot of the fans about this. They were just hoping for some. Yes, they were hoping for just the 4th volume, but even with that 4th volume, there's not that much really new on there. So I don't know how much interest that could be. The third part, which fans like myself got upset about, is the announcement about the anthology series, the documentary series. Yes, all 8 volumes have been remastered by Peter Jackson's team to get them up to a much more much more of a high definition type viewing, whether it's going to be in high definition or 4K release. We still don't know yet at this point in time. The reason why we don't know yet at this point in time is because it's going to Disney Plus first. This is identical to what with the Beatles Get Back. It's going to go, the first 3 episodes of the series are going to be released on November 26th on Disney Plus, with the second of the 3 volumes coming about a few days later. And then a few days after that would be the remaining volumes, including a 9th volume that will chronicle Paul, George, and Ringo's recordings of the mixes for the Anthology project from 1995 and 1996. What went into all of that stuff is being highlighted in this particular, this 9th volume of the documentary series. What they're saying to me about it is they're not doing, at least right off the bat here, they're not announcing a physical release of this program. My guess is, just as it was with the Beatles Get Back, it wasn't until about 8 months later until it was, let me start again here. It was in November of 2021 that it made its premiere on Disney Plus. 9 months later, in summer of 2022, it came to home video. It came to physical media, DVD and Blu-ray. If this is following the same pattern, we're looking at possibly a physical release or physical re-release of the Beatles Anthology to both DVD, to Blu-ray, maybe to 4K UHD, but it's not going to be until sometime next year. So that means until that next year, you've got to, I guess if you've got the Disney Plus subscription, you pay for the subscription. But until something physical comes in there, you're just going to have to just keep paying the monthly fee for it to do it. Which fans, I had to be vocal here about this. I had Disney Plus for a while, and it damn near bankrupted me after a while when I had it. I couldn't keep up with it. It wasn't because I couldn't afford it. Well, I stand corrected. Part of it was I really couldn't afford it after the first year I got it for free, because I was being charged for a lot of my hospital visits and doctor's bills. I couldn't really afford to maintain those kind of subscriptions to those kind of sites, and it's always been frustrating to miss out on certain shows offered by sites like Netflix and Disney Plus, all simply because you can't afford it. And that's always been a frustrating thing here. So while the general mood about this is, yeah, we're optimistic, yeah, we're psyched about the upcoming releases, and yes, they sound really, really good. Fact of the matter is that it's not what we wanted yet, and that we're not going to be getting what we wanted for a while yet. Fans are upset about the lack of certain songs on the CDs. I'm in the minority of the lack of physical media of this documentary series. Was hoping there'd be a physical release in time for Christmas this year. It looks like we're going to have to be pushing it probably Christmas of next year, which is frustrating at best. But unless something new comes in the way from the Beatles, from the new CEO, there's going to be a changing course of something's going to happen. Because I know I didn't even realize that there was a shakeup between the new CEO of Apple and the previous CEO as to what was going on behind the scenes of all that stuff. I knew very little about that, what was going on here. But anyway, a wise person once told me many years ago that it is what it is, and that's all it can be for right now. Thanks for allowing me to vent on my soapbox. Like I said, this is the first time I've done back-to-back soapbox videos of a particular topic. In this case, being talking about the Beatles Anthology, which I'm surprised that we want to talk about this. Anyway, gonna wrap it up here now, saying, guys, just to say thanks again for watching. Keep on a lookout for more of my videos in the future, and don't be afraid to comment. Leave a comment. Say what you liked or disliked about what we just heard. What are your thoughts about the anthology project, the reissues? What were you hoping to see and hear from this upcoming collection? What did you want to see in this upcoming collection? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what's going on. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thanks again for watching, guys. Have a great night, and until next time, take care.